Dr. Khosla, welcome to Vega on Air. This is a series of chat shows that we are having with eminent people who will talk about their childhood and tell us about how they discovered their calling. So, could you tell us how, as a pioneer, you discover nutrition as a key to health?
What happened to me in childhood really shaped my career choices and who I am today. There was a lot of emphasis on good food, good cooking, culinary practices, perfection in the look of the food and homemade food, and the environment was very food driven, and coupled with the fact that I was also a very obese child. I wasn't walking till I was 2 years of age, and the doctor simply said, she's fine, just make her lose weight, eat less and she'll be walking, and that's exactly what happened. And up to class 8, 9 I was pretty fat. Nobody really called me names, but a nickname was Fatty and Fatso. But somewhere down the line I think I was self-conscious about the way I looked, and at that age of, I guess, puberty, not adolescence, I decided to do something about it, and I made changes in my food, and whatever I did was a transformation in my personality, and that was hugely empowering. The ability of food to change my skin and to change my whole personality, that just took over me, and that was it.
At a time when no one else was talking about ancient forgotten foods, you were talking about traditional foods. Can you tell us what is it that mothers should again go back to? What kind of food should they feed?
The traditional thali represents the most balanced meal. The vegetables and the lentils and the pickles and the yogurt and all of that. However, today the quantum of, say, grains needs to get adjusted as per the lifestyle. So just tweak the thali, have more vegetables because we need to detoxify our body, have more salad, have more proteins and vegetables and the pickled food, and reduce the carbs, and you have it straight, and avoid too much of refined sugar.
What would be your message to youngsters, to students?
Eat the food that you love and also the food that loves you. So there are two issues with eating out. One is oil is a huge concern, simply because two parts again. Very often most of these eateries are they're using reused oil. They fry food and that consumes a whole lot of oil, and then they use that oil to cook. So that's already laden with trans fats. So that's one issue. The other is just buying cheap quality oils. You know, the vanaspatis and the ones which are hydrogenated, which have trans fats, those are highly inflammatory. And secondly, a lot of enhancers, flavor enhancers and additives which are added, colors and things which are added to make it tastier. Those chemicals can be irritating to the gut.
In one of your interviews, you flagged the importance of right water. Could you tell us a bit about that?
So basically, the water should be microbially safe. That's important, and the water should have maximum minerals. So if too much of sort of processing and filtering out the nutrients can be damaging. Taking these packed bottles of water, which becomes like a almost like an obsession, a fear of, is also not required. So just simply filtered water which is boiled is ideal.
When people did not know the connection between food and wellness, you were talking about it. You were talking about gluten allergies. So can you tell us a bit about this journey? Because you were ahead of your time. People were not taking it seriously, and now people are realizing how important these issues are.
I figured that the senior most people in the field of pediatrics, in the field of medicine, were overlooking something very important. I decided to take it up as a cause I had to stand up for, because I could see that children are suffering, adults are suffering needlessly on account of simple things that they are eating, and it's not their fault. You need to look at millets, you need to look at rice, you need to look at, and that would be a game changer, literally, in the way you felt, in the way your child was growing.
So I'm holding your book. In this book, what are the messages that you have for young children and their parents?
This book will answer a lot of questions, that why people who are attempting to do the right things are still struggling with their health problems. the two big culprits in our ecosystem, in our food system today, has, according to whatever we have studied so far and we have seen clinically, are the nature of the grains, the inflammation caused by wheat, and too much of sugar, and of course all the processed food and the pesticides and all of that, which are part of the the food story. They should have, they have no business to be there, but they are there. So basically get down to addressing the root cause of problems, and the book is written very simply. It gives you very clear cut messages on how to deal with your body, how to understand your body, and where it is all starting. And once, like I say, cure is in the cause. Once you know the cause of your problems, then you are able to fix things.
Thank you very, very much giving us your time.
Thank you for having me, Nutan.